Alright, this is the deal. Recently I haven't been able to go to Facebook without finding this video. And it's driving me crazy. It promised to be the secret that the chefs will never share with you about steaks, the best steak ever, the best thing you can do on steaks, and apparently it's the latest trend on steaks on Facebook. So I don't even know, I don't consider that idea to be even a good idea, but there is only one way to know, we have to find out, we have to figure it out. First, let me show you the video and then we're gonna try it ourselves and see if it works. Who knows? Maybe it might be something that we are missing and a secret that nobody knows about. It's only fair to try to find out. All right, I'm in front of the computer right now and that is the video that I've been telling you about. Let's watch it. As you can see, they are just using regular steak, very little marbling in it. I'm assuming those are New York steaks, they look like it. So, and they are just putting sparkling water on it. And now we got to the butter. The butter is just regular butter, salted butter, nothing difficult, nothing weird in there. They cut a few pieces about, I'll say, 1/4 inch thick. Nothing crazy. And now they add the butter to the sparkling water. I have no idea what is the function of that. I don't think it adds anything to the equation. Let's keep watching. They don't do any exceptional thing. They just drop it into the sparkling water and leave it in there. They just add regular butter again to a pan and add some dry spices. I think I'm going to change that. I'm going to use fresh spices, and those are rosemary and thyme, I think it is. They are cooking at medium heat. That is important to keep in mind. And here are the steaks. Again, I have no idea what happened to those steaks. It doesn't look like that meat is being into water, because when you put meat into water, it loses the color. Those are looking red and nice, and they don't look like they're being wet in any possible way. I don't know if they took it out and dry it really well. I don't think any pat dry can take the water away from it, and I don't even know how long they left it in the water. Let's keep looking. They're adding the spices now, and they're adding salt and pepper to it, nothing else. Exactly there. That's what happens when you flip a steak that is being cooked at such a low heat. They are not talking about time. They are not talking about anything else. They just drop it in the pan and play with it. Salt and pepper again, just for a good measurement on the other side. All right. This is the problem. For you to get that beautiful searing on a steak, it has to be cooked really, really hot. Otherwise, you will have to leave it there for a long time, and you're gonna overcook the steaks. It's gonna be a well-done steak no matter what you do. That looked a little weird to me. Do you see the thickness of the steak? That doesn't look like the first steak they put into the pan. And that looks really weird to me. Do you see the stiffness of that steak? It looks like a piece of wood. I mean, normally when you cook a steak properly, it will have some bend into it. This one is just stiff. Oh, I want to see now when they cut it. I'm impressed. I want to see if it come out good, man. I'm going to be impressed. You can see it there still. Oh, no. That is overcooked. That is a well done steak. Oh, look at it. It's all great. There is no pink nowhere there. That is a well done steak, guys. That's not good at all. That's not up to my standards. Okay, we have the whole video now. Let's see what we can do. All right, and here we have the steaks. I have two beautiful New York strips, exactly the same ones they used in the video. And I think I'm gonna make one, the method that they explain in the video that it should be done, and the other one in the regular way, and figure it out, try to compare them both at the end and see which is the best way to cook a steak. Are you ready for this one? I'm not ready at all. Let's do it. Okay, and here we have our steak. I don't know why I feel like we are just destroying a good, beautiful steak. But there's only one way to know. Let's put them in there. And they said that we have to cover it with sprinkling water. All right, and I think only one bottle is gonna be enough. And we use one whole bottle of San Pellegrino. So now we have to add the butter. And apparently it's like 2 little pieces of butter, about 1/4 inch thick, so let's cut them up. I don't know why I'm feeling like I'm just wasting my time, but we have to give it a try. In the video, it doesn't say how long you have to leave it there. I think we should leave it there for at least half an hour just to see what happened. I see bubbles coming up, but that might be from the water itself. I don't think the steak is drinking that water or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what's going on in here, and it's a mystery to me. And I mean, if you like steaks, it should be a mystery to you too. So let's leave it in there for half an hour, and then we're gonna cook it exactly the way they recommend that it should be cooked. Well, it's been half an hour already, and it's time to take it out. They didn't say this in the video, but I think they're drying the steak before they cook it, of course. Let's take the steak out, and let's take a look at it. I don't like the way it looks, to tell you the truth. Let's dry it. It didn't look like that at all in their video. It looked red. I mean, it's not disgusting. It's not something that you wouldn't eat, but it doesn't look appetizing at all. It might be only the outside of the layers of the steak that change that color, but it's time to cook it up. Let's go for it. Here we have one little piece, another one that broke a little bit, right there. And we're gonna put some of the spices at the beginning. There you have it. We're gonna give it about a minute, which is more or less what I calculate based on the color of the meat when they flip it. Right, at this point we have to add the pepper. It's time to flip it. Let's flip it and see what happens. All right, look decent. Let's do the same thing here. Pepper and salt. We're gonna be flipping after this. Let's flip it. We got a minute there. Let's flip it. There we go. Now, I'm a little worried here because, as you can see in the video they made, the steak was pretty well done. I don't really want a well done steak, so I'm gonna keep an eye on the temperature. Right now we are at 101 degrees internal temperature, right in the middle there. We have to keep an eye on it because this steak, the way we're cooking it in here, it can overcook really easily. So the main thing here is try not to overcook it and to come out with something that is good. Time to pull it. As you can see, it doesn't look as beautiful as the one in the video. I don't know what else they did there. I'm assuming they didn't just do this. They just don't say it. Let's pull it. Let's put it on the board here. And let's let it rest. Meanwhile, we're gonna get our rickety mom and pop, the bad girl, regular steak, put some salt and pepper, a few of those spices, throw it in there, doing nothing else. And then we're gonna compare and see which is the best. Let's go for that. All right, here we go with the other steak. For that, we have a clean pan. Make sure you don't leave anything in there, otherwise all those spices and residue that burn in there are gonna get stuck to your steak and it's not gonna taste well. Let's put this baby to medium heat again. Let's add the butter. In this case, because I'm doing it my way, I'm gonna add a lot more butter into it. To the butter, we're gonna add the spices too. Same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing they did with the spices. I'm just gonna put the steak in there and add the salt and pepper as it cooks. So we don't change that too much because I know if you add salt and pepper into the steak before you cook it, that salt and pepper is gonna give it a better flavor. So I'm trying to imitate as much as they did with this version, which is mine, and see if we can do better. I don't even know. Time to add the steak, remember? Away from you. There you go. Add that salt and pepper. All right. That's a good amount of salt. I'm gonna leave it there for a minute and we're gonna flip after a minute. Now when we flip, that has nice color already. Now we're gonna add the pepper and salt again to the other side of the steak. Remember, salt and pepper is whatever you think is good. It's up to you. Don't let anybody tell you how much salt and pepper you pour in your steak. Time to flip, guys. Let's flip this baby up. Better color, definitely a better color. Check this out. That is a beautiful sear, a beautiful color. That's what a steak should be like. Alright guys, it is time for me to give it a good try. Miss Ninja is not here today, but I have Mr. Georgie down there driving me crazy. He really wanted a piece of this. Let's try first the Facebook steak. Alright, let me just get rid of this grass here. It looks pretty good. It doesn't look bad at all. I just don't like the searing of the steak, but let's give it a good try. Well, I will tell you this. I thought it was going to be more tender because of the mineral water and the whole 9 yards. It's not tender. It's regular. It's like a regular steak. It's not more tender than a regular steak. It didn't sear correctly. It cooked well, but I don't see how the mineral water added anything into this. Let's try the other one and let's compare. We have number B here. Number B has better flavor. Tenderness is exactly the same as the other one, but it has a better flavor, more beefy flavor into it. It's good. And then you have the crust. The crust is really nice. It comes out really well. You can feel the spices, something that I'm missing in the other one. And it's a really good steak. The other one, I don't even know if this is a secret or what, because it doesn't add anything to the steak. It takes from the steak. It's not more tender. It's just tender as the other one. It takes off the flavor and you don't have any searing on it. I was doubting of it since I saw the video, since the beginning, but I had to try it, you know, just otherwise you guys are gonna be buying thousands of dollars of steaks and putting thousands of dollars of mineral water just because it's a secret from a crazy cook. It's not true, guys. It's not adding anything to the steak. But I have to ask you a question anyway. Did I make you hungry? If I made you hungry, you have to hit me with a like, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends and family, and don't forget to leave your comments down there. Did you ever see this video? What do you thought about it? I mean, tell me anything because I'm as clueless as anybody can be with this steak. I don't like it at all. But that's all for today, guys, and remember that I love you.